Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. I hope that everyone is doing very well. I hope that if you celebrate them, your holidays were good. And also, this is my first video of 2024. So happy New Year everyone. It's great. It's a great time. I literally didn't do anything, but it's fine. It's fine. Speaking of the New Year though, this year, I usually don't really make New Year's resolutions, and I know a lot of people think they're useless, but I really I wanted to make some goals this year for myself, and I thought I could write some stuff down specifically for my art stuff, and I thought that I would talk about them a little bit because, I don't know, I think setting goals for myself, I don't know, I think it's good for me actually. And I'm not going to put like a whole bunch of pressure on myself to do it too. I'm going to try to have like a healthy mindset with it. And I already know I know I'm not going to get all the stuff that I want to get done this year happen, but I want to I want to keep improving. And so I think by writing it down, I can, and I don't know, envisioning it helps me a lot to see things that way. And I wanted to talk about some of like the main things that I really want to accomplish this year. The first one, that's one of my big things, is I really, really want to do more different types of media when it comes to drawing and art, because I've realized lately that I've kind of just stuck to like markers, and then I've been doing more digital stuff. I would actually like to do even more than I have been, but I've really only been doing like one form of media, and I really want to try to do more stuff. It's just really difficult though, because I don't know, like you want to get good at a certain type of media, so you have to do it quite a lot. But at the same time, I don't want to be like a one-trick pony. So I'm trying to I want to venture out and do a whole bunch of different stuff. So it's just a hard balance. But the main one though that I really want to try to get better at is gouache, which I feel like I say this in every freaking video. But I really want to try to get better at it because I really like the way it looks. And that's like the main one that I want to try to do this year. But also just painting in general, specifically like gouache, but also like acrylic paint, I would like to try to get better at. Those are my main two forms, because I do quite a bit of watercolor actually, and I think watercolor is the only thing that I sort of kind of understand about gouache, because gouache I literally suck ass at and I need to get better at it. So that's my number one one of my bigger resolutions. My second one is I really want to try to work harder at doing more original work, because another bad habit I think I've fallen into is just copying and just using, I don't want to say right, because using reference is good, but I've fallen into this thing where I'll literally just, I don't know, I just want to do more original stuff. Like I want to do more original characters. I think using reference, I think, is extremely important. I think it's good, but I want to try to, use my imagination more, um, and try to be more creative and start doing more thumbnails for things, and mixing up references if I am going to reference something, instead of just copying a photo that I see that I want to draw, which I'm still going to do because I love fan art and I love drawing pretty people on Pinterest, which is literally what I'm doing right now in this video. But I want to try to do better and do more original stuff, because I think I'm the most happy with stuff that is completely my own. So I really want to try to get myself out of my comfort zone and work harder at that. So yeah, that's another thing that I really want to try to get better at. Like again, the whole I really want to try to make more original characters, or just because I have specific, which in the future, I already have some stuff that I'm planning on doing with an OC. So yeah, actually, you already kind of got a sneak peek because I changed my profile picture, if you noticed, and that's the character I'm talking about. And yeah, I want to just do more stuff with my own. I want to do more of my own stuff. Another thing that I really want to try to do more this year is more just free sketching. And by that I mean just no thinking, head empty, just letting my thoughts kind of carry while I'm drawing, because I think I do get in my head too much when I'm doing a page in my sketchbook. And I try to I've gotten in the habit too where I feel like I have to color everything I sketch in my sketchbook, and I that's not at all true, because it's literally a sketchbook for sketching. And so I really want to try to, just be more free with sketching and just doodle more and have more fun with it, instead of having to force myself to, everything has to be a fully completed thing, which it doesn't need to be. And I think also I'll get more creative ideas that way if I just let my mind wander while I'm drawing and not worrying about how it's going to end up looking, because it doesn't matter in the end. I think it's a good exercise too for my brain, especially like before I start, if I'm going to start something big, starting that way I think would actually be really helpful for me. So I want to try to do that more. Another thing, something else I feel like I say in every freaking video, is backgrounds. I really, really need to practice more backgrounds because I literally never do. And yeah, I need to practice that more. I want to try to figure out perspective a little bit better because I don't understand it at all. And I really want to try to get better at this one also. This one's not as high on my list, but it is something I want to try to improve more this year. And then the last one, which I would say is the biggest one out of all of them, and this is more for me than actual like art, but it works together, is my procrastination, and also trying to manage my time better, because I don't know if anyone else can relate, but I procrastinate so freaking badly. I get in my head a lot, and it's weird because I have this like awful terrible loop that I fall into where I'll like not be working on something and I want to so bad, but I just like can't get myself to get up and do it. And again, also I feel like I manage my time really poorly, and I try to plan out my days, but a lot of the times I never end up getting all that I want to do in a day done. But then I get in a really unhealthy habit where I start to like get mad at myself or upset with myself or call myself lazy if I don't get all the things I want done in a day done. But a lot of the times I end up putting way too much on my plate. So it's this really weird loop, but I really want to try to figure out a healthier and better way to work that out. And I'm going to try to like figure out different ways. So in the future, if I find some ways to help, I'll let people know because I still need to figure that out. Or if anyone has any advice for me for helping with like procrastination or managing time, please let me know some tips, because I would gladly listen to them and take that advice. But yeah, those are my main big ones, I would say, for this year at least. Again, I probably won't get everything on that list done because it's a lot in only a year. But I don't know. As long as I keep improving, that's all that really matters, And as long as I can continue to be in the mind space to be making art and not hating it, I'm happy, to be honest. Because I still enjoy making art, which I think is the most important thing. I just don't want to lose that spark or overwork myself too. I think that's another important thing. So yeah, those are like my main resolutions for this year. But yeah, these this art itself I'm doing right now actually is, again, these are just very pretty people on Pinterest, because that's my favorite place to go. I will say, if you are someone that likes to draw, actually, even if it's not like a drawing thing, but I would highly recommend, though, if you use reference, I would use Pinterest, because they have the best. I don't know. Their stuff is so fun. They just have great photos to reference. But yeah, and then I'm also using I think these are like washable markers that I'm using, because they actually don't bleed through the paper like all my other ones do. That's why I like using them. But yeah, thank you everyone so much for listening to me ramble on. If anyone has any New Year resolutions you would like to share in the comments, I would love to listen to them. What your plans are. And I hope everyone has an amazing day. And bye-bye.